Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a fishbone diagram in Word, and this is exactly how I want you to do this. Open up Word and pick a blank document. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the layout. Go to Orientation, so find the header that says Layout, go to Orientation, choose Landscape. And then on the margins, I want you to narrow that up. Okay? Now, go to Insert, find Shapes, and I would pick this triangle right here. We'll create that. This is going to be the head of the fish, and this is going to be the problem or the effect. So, right click, add text, and name your problem. And the problem is strictly yours and yours alone. The project you can do for this, you can use something from work or something from your personal life, anything. I don't care what it is, as long as you do a fishbone diagram and you show me the inputs that cause the effect, and then give me a brief explanation of how you think you're going to, or what you're going to adjust to fix your problem. So once you add text, go ahead and rotate the head of the fish. Place it right here. Now, let's go up here and we are going to add the bone. So go to Lines, grab a line, get somewhere in the center of your triangle, click one time and drag. Okay, let's go ahead and add the fish bones. So we'll go back to Insert, Shapes once again, grab a line, then we're going to draw that at an angle. And when you click, it's going to go ahead and add those lines and it'll have its own angle. Give yourself a little bit of room. You can right click, copy, and paste these lines if you want to make it a little bit easier for you. Again, the input method's up to you. You can use the 6 categories or the 6 M's, which are man, method, machine, measurements, motivation, and Mother Nature or environmental. Or you can use the 4 P's, which are people, policy, place, and procedure. It's totally up to you. Let me go ahead and finish adding the fish bones here. I'm just going to do 4. And I like to offset 9 to keep it nice and clean. Okay. Now, we need inputs. And these inputs, for these, we go back to Insert, Shapes once again, and I choose the rectangles that have the rounded corners. It's up to you how you want to do this, but I like the rounded corners. It makes it look nice and clean. You can take and move them around once you get them here. But they go at the end of each one of your fish bones. Again, you can right click, copy, and paste, and drag these to where you need them to be. Now, to add text to these, or your inputs, you will click the rectangle, right click, add text. We'll say input 1. Do the same thing, click, right click, text. Right click, text. And you would do the same here. Now, underneath each one of your inputs, you're going to brainstorm and you'll come up with a reason as to what's going on here. So if it's people, you could have like lack of manpower or too much manpower. If it's a policy, you would just basically just jot down policy but give the name of the policy. If it's a procedure, the same thing. Let's say if it's a machine, put down something that is causing that machine to give us this end effect. It could be tooling issues, it could be cycle times. And when you add those in, go back to insert, go to shapes again, and grab a line. And what you would do is you would take and you would put those here. Now, you can either add text to the top, or you can click. You can click and add your text to the side of your lines, or you can go back, add shapes once again, and grab small rectangles. And inside of each one of these rectangles, put down what you're seeing is the problem for the input or the cause of each one of these categories. Make sure you do this in Word. If you have any questions on anything with this project, just give me a call or email me. If you call me, make sure you leave me a number to get back with you. Once you get through with this, what I want you to do is go to File, Save As, and here is exactly how I want you to save it. You go to Save As, go to this PC, Desktop, and what I want is your last name and then underscore diagram. Make sure that you click Desktop again, save it as a Word doc, and then hit Save. That way it's easy for you to find.